Right, you lot. Buckle up, because today we're diving headfirst into a world of automotive extravagance that would make even a sultan blush. That's right, we're talking about the most exclusive, most expensive, most ludicrously lavish cars ever to grace this planet. The kind of cars that make grown men weep and grown women, well, they probably weep too, but mostly out of sheer envy. Welcome to our countdown of the top 5 most exclusive and expensive cars in the world. These are the epitome of luxury, performance, and exclusivity. We're talking about machines so rare, so opulent, and so ridiculously fast that they make a Ferrari look like a Fiat Panda. So grab a cuppa or a bottle of champagne if you're feeling flush, sit back and try not to drool on your keyboards as we ogle at these automotive masterpieces. First up, we have a car so exclusive they only made one. This, my friends, is the Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Now, the name might sound like a villain from a Bond film, and frankly, it wouldn't look out of place. This thing is pure menace on wheels. It's a rolling testament to Bugatti's engineering prowess, a symphony of carbon fiber, leather, and raw power. Under that sleek black exterior lies a monstrous 16-cylinder engine, force-fed by not one, not two, but 4 turbochargers. And the price? Well, if you have to ask. Oh, all right, I'll tell you, this masterpiece costs a cool $18.7 million. But you can't just walk into a dealership and buy one. This, my friends, is the automotive equivalent of winning the lottery and then winning the lottery again. Next up, we're talking bespoke luxury, the kind of car that makes a Bentley look like a taxi. This is the Rolls-Royce Sweptail, a one-off creation so exclusive it makes the Queen look common. Inspired by the luxury yachts of the 1920s and 30s, this car is the definition of automotive opulence. The entire rear end is a single piece of glass, offering panoramic views that would make a king jealous. And speaking of royalty, the interior is fit for a monarch, with handcrafted wood veneers, hand-stitched leather, and enough champagne coolers to satisfy even the thirstiest aristocrat. But this level of exclusivity comes at a price, and in this case, that price is a cool $13 million. Still, for the discerning billionaire who wants a car as unique as their fingerprint, the Sweptail is in a league of its own. Now, for those who like their exclusivity with a side of wind-in-your-hair thrills, we have the Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not just a car, it's a work of art. The Zonda HP Barchetta is a celebration of everything Pagani stands for: outrageous styling, a screaming, naturally aspirated V12 engine, and a price tag that makes your eyes water. And when I say screaming, I mean it. This thing sounds like a banshee being strangled with a Stradivarius, but it's not just about the noise, it's about the experience. Driving this car is like conducting an orchestra at full throttle. It's exhilarating, it's visceral, and it's about as close to driving a spaceship as you're likely to get. Oh, and it's also about $17.5 million. But who's counting? Next up, we're heading back to Bugatti, but this time it's a tribute to their iconic past. This, my friends, is the 110, a modern interpretation of the legendary Bugatti EB110. Now, some might say that taking a perfectly good Chiron and redesigning it to look like a 90s supercar is a bit like putting a shell suit on a prize-winning poodle. But they'd be wrong. The 110 might be a nod to the past, but it's still a technological tour de force. Underneath that retro-inspired bodywork lies the same 16-cylinder engine that powers the Chiron, meaning this thing can hit 60 miles per hour faster than you can say, bank balance be damned. And at $9 million, it's practically a bargain, well, in this company anyway. And finally, we come to a car that's less a car and more a land yacht. This, my friends, is the Mercedes-Benz Maybach Exelero. If Darth Vader needed to pick up some groceries, this is what he'd drive. Assuming his local supermarket had a 23-foot-long parking space, that is. This, my friends, is what happens when you take a Mercedes-Benz Maybach, give it a twin-turbocharged V12 engine, and then hand it over to a team of designers with a penchant for the dramatic. The result is a car that's longer than a London bus, more luxurious than a 5-star hotel suite, and about as subtle as a brick to the face. But then when you've got $8 million to spend on a car, subtlety probably isn't top of your list of priorities, is it? So there you have it, our rundown of the top 5 most exclusive cars in the world. These are the vehicles that dreams are made of, the kind of cars that make you want to win the lottery, rob a bank, or maybe just sell your house and live in a cardboard box for the rest of your life. These cars are not just vehicles, they are works of art, engineering marvels, and symbols of status. They represent the pinnacle of automotive achievement, and even if most of us will never even sit in one, let alone drive one, it's still fun to dream, isn't it? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing content.